con tranquilidad. Chill.
Chill. Funny, we're live now.
Great.
So, yes, tell us a bit about why you decided to study abroad in the States, and what landed you a coaching position at Fisher College.
Well, thing is that I was studying a major there in Argentina, and I think that the college that I was attending to maybe wouldn't make the difference at the moment to find a job. So I think that coming here to the US, study a major in Boston, uh, it's a really good opportunity to then come back to Argentina and get like pretty much any job, any position that I want to get, or maybe even get like an online job from here, working from Argentina, just like online. That's it. I think that that's like the main reason. I'm thinking about my future, and also because
Mhm.
experience is great. I think that living abroad, knowing different cultures and everything, it's definitely really good experience.
Okay, and I really want to talk uh, uh, today with you about coaching and content creation, but like let's take it by steps. So like regarding like what made you like be from a player to like transition to a coach? Because like not every player can be a coach, and your trajectory speaks for itself, man.
Yeah, so in my case, thing is that I became a coach because I was not really enjoying being a player. That's pretty much it.
Mhm.
Long story short, I started playing Rocket League. I started competing in Rocket League. I also competed in Fortnite. Uh, I had like a pretty decent level. I was like earning some money, but I was like not like making a living out of it. Then I kind of got burned out of Rocket League. I switched to Valorant when it came out. I also won like a couple tournaments. I did pretty well, but still I was not enjoying the thing. At 2 months I
Mhm.
became burned out. So after that, one Brazilian teammate that I used to play with offered me to be their coach because when I was in their team, I was the one who was like setting up scrims. I was like analyzing on
Mhm.
replays. I was like the in-game leader. So he offered me that position team. I tried it and I felt that that was like my place because I didn't really need to stay much time in the game. I didn't have to spend that much time in the game and still make a great impact into the team.
Amazing, amazing. And like throughout this year's coaching, like how do you like personalize your coaching based on like the students? The players' needs. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it really depends. It's really hard, and I don't have like a magic formula. It's a everyday
Yeah.
job that you gotta do. I try to take care of the guys not only inside the
Mhm.
field but also outside of it. I always try to make some activities out so we can like have some recreational time. There is Jovan, by the way. Um,
Mr. Parker.
so yeah, Mr. Parga. And yeah, my idea is to just like try to bring like a good experience for the players as well. Sometimes we go and play some ping pong. Some other times, which is like try to have lunch together. If they're playing a tournament, I will go downstairs. I'll get the food for them. So it's not only just like the job of you know um, coaching them inside the field strategy wise, and also another thing that is really important is know how to talk to the players based on what you hear from them, because each person is different, as you know, and also uh, the way that they are feeling impacts how you have to talk to them, especially during tournaments, but also on scrims. It's like pretty usual that I would switch my tone. I would use different words. I would like use different approaches to communicate what I see. I always try to leave some room for um, their feedback. I feel like Rocket League is a game that it's also really about feeling. Okay, like you might see a replay and you might think that okay, this is what has to be done, but now inside the field and trying to apply it, it's really hard. So I really trust the players on that sense. I would say that I'm a pretty flexible coach. So yeah, that's like pretty much the way. It's just being able to adapt. There's like no formula.
Okay. So basically, so your practice schedule on a weekly basis is not so structured? It's based on what a player needs, or how do you handle that?
Yeah, I mean, we have a certain base. We try to
Yeah.
scream twice a day, plus like the RLCS scrims that they play if they are on RLCS, like during RLCS season. Um, but yeah, like we have two scrims a day, more or less. Sometimes we have one. Sometimes we have a scrim and a tournament game. It really depends, but the idea is to have at least one scrim every day. And also for replay analysis and all that stuff, I try to keep it simple, just once a week, maybe twice a week. That we have a tournament, but I don't really. I try not to really bother the players. I think that overloading them with like constant replay analysis, always
Yeah.
telling them to change something, kind of messes them up more than it helps them. So just try to keep it simple. That's what I learned like from all these years, to always just keep it simple.
Yeah. In terms of so they're not so saturated and they have like a clear direction. Do you also like set goals with them? How do you do that?
What
Or it's
what,
not something that you do?
what do you mean?
Do you do some goal setting like based on where like what we want to achieve and the start over there, or it's more like flexibility?
I think that the goal
Mhm.
is to play as good as we can. That's always our goal. We don't really have a specific goal. Obviously, I mean,
Mhm.
our definitive goal would be just to win a CRL event that we couldn't do, but we're really close. We got second place, which is still a really good result. But I feel that establishing some like some result based goals are not really the way to go, because they put
Mhm.
pressure on the players. They create like unnecessary things that I don't really want. I think that it's better to just like set some goals based on the process. So some process focused goals. So being able to scream X times a week, being able to achieve certain things inside the game that we want to consider that we're playing good. Um, but I'm not like as I just told you, I'm a coach that I try to mix the human side with the game, and I feel that this
Yeah.
is the best way that I can do it. Not like establishing goals, and it's not all about success. It's also about that they develop as players and they get better, because results will come eventually if you do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. And you mentioned winning, but like, is there another way that you also measure success apart from winning and losing?
Yeah, that's the thing. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't measure winning
Yeah.
or losing. I just try to measure if they are playing good, if they are not playing good. And
Mhm.
playing good for us is like being on the right place at the right time, understanding what you have to do based on what your teammates are doing, what the opponent is doing. Also, that you call good effectively, that you call enough, that you don't call too much, that you stay calm. So those are like the goals that I try to achieve. We don't really set them, we don't really say
Okay.
them out loud, but like with the work that we do, they know what their goals are, basically.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Super interesting, man. And let's go like now to the content creation, because like that's a lot like people like really want, like they're building their personal, like starting to build a personal brand. And I think, that's super important for the future.
Yeah,
And you have how many followers across all your platforms? Like in the tenth of thousands
yeah,
somewhere?
definitely. I have like Twitch with more than 20K. Then I have my YouTube channel in Spanish, which is like 6K, 5K. I have like almost 2K in YouTube in English. I have 2.5K on Instagram in English and 1.5 in the Spanish one. Almost have 2K in Twitter. So yeah, I would say around like all across maybe around 35K, close to that. Yeah,
Super impressive.
35,
Yeah.
40K. Yeah, and I'm working on it. I even have to upload a video after this call. I have it prepared. It's going to be a bomb. So yeah,
Okay. Send the link, as I
we'll do,
mentioned.
we'll do, we'll do, we'll do.
Yeah. And in terms like what made you start, to develop your personal brand and create content? What
Well,
what was the determining factor? Yeah.
well, I always had like in mind, and I was always knew that esports is all about entertainment, same as sports. Like if
Hmm.
sports were not entertaining, nobody would pay for you playing, basically, right? So uh, I know that what pays our salaries or what pays our scholarships is visibility. So I know that content creation is a really powerful tool. And another point is that I always loved creating content. Like since I was like a kid, I was like 12 years old, like creating Minecraft gameplays. They were like obviously just what you would expect from a 12-year-old, that plays at like 30, less than 30 FPS, right? But I always love content creation. I'm a really creative person. I do music. I like creating things. And also, I started um, as a streamer. Actually, that's where I started also my career pretty much at the same time that I started being a coach. I started streaming Twitch. I loved it. I loved the interaction with the chat. I loved like having
Hmm.
somebody to talk to for hours. Um, I also had like a really huge and like fast growth in Twitch. I went from like 30 viewers to 150 in 3 months, which was crazy. It was like the moment that Rocket League went free to play, so a coach streaming pretty much every day, it was like what people wanted basically. um so that's where I started. I opened my YouTube channel. It was doing really good, that YouTube channel, but I never really put the effort into it because I didn't really have the time. Like streaming, it's really time consuming. I used to stream 4 hours a day every single day, like from Sunday to Sunday, no rest. um so that's like how it started. Then I quit Twitch because of that. Too much time that you gotta spend into it, too much energy, drains your energy. uh, and I stopped like for a while. Then I decided to create my English social media like last year around March, June. I started a project with a friend from an in real life friend who is my editor. He's like amazing. Uh, he's a genius of editing. He always tries to improve. Like this last few months that we have not been posting, he learned how to use Blender, which is like a 3D modeling software editor, and it's like, I mean, you will see it on the video. You will see it on
You
the
want to make
video.
a shout out to the
Yeah, yeah, Faku, Katra,
editor?
you are the goat, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And what made you grow so fast? Was it consistency? Like, was the main factor?
I think it was like being at the right place at the right time. Uh, it is pretty much it. Obviously, consistency gives you the chance to do that,
Hmm.
but I would say that also like I had a huge factor of luck. I think that like the day that actually like decided all this, it was like when I was coaching Ruby,
Hmm.
which was like Leo, DKN, Rafinho, and Sadness. Two of those players went to couple majors, and we used to play one RLCS event that was called back then Prime Series, which was like some sort of qualifier, and we made like top two, which was like in South America, which was like so far the best result that I got in RLCS, I would say.
Hmm.
Um, and I was streaming during that day because you could stream your own run. And when we finished or like playing the finals, Rocket Street hosted me. I was already having like really nice viewers. I was having around like 70 viewers, which was like way above the average that I used to have. I used to have like 30, 40. So I was already like high, but like Rocket Street, which is like the South American official broadcast, hosted me with like 14K viewers. I was like top one in Argentina, in Twitch Argentina, which was like amazing. I even have like a screenshot like my channel, and about like below it is like Coscu and Frank Castro, which are like two really
Hmm.
huge streamers from Argentina. So it
Yeah.
was crazy. And so yeah, that was like being at the right, in the right place at the right time, basically. Um, but yeah, consistency is also was also a thing because like I was able to keep all those viewers throughout the days because I was streaming daily, 4 hours a day. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty much a combination of both.
amazing, man. And how would you say like the viewers that you kept on mentioning viewers like how do you like convert viewers into those loyal customers that you coach? Do you have a strategy that you wouldn't mind sharing? You know, for the people starting out.
Yeah, I have a. I mean, I can like do a pretty rough explanation because it has like a lot of steps into it.
Okay.
Uh, but like I have like two main sources of customers for my coaching sessions. First one is like the own traffic from Metafy, which is like the website that I'm in. It brings me like a fair amount of new customers, and like the strategy for that is making those customers like recurrent customers. So basically, just giving them a nice experience, do a follow up. Try to keep engaging with them, create some sort of sense of community. I have my own Discord for that. And for content creation, um, it is I'm still like figuring it out. That's how it is like with content creation, with marketing in general. But the idea is to uh, be known first and then sell a product. But yeah, the idea is to create uh, a follow base, and then get them into interested in coaching, then getting them to know about my coaching and my community, and then they get engaged into the community, and lastly i will sell uh, I will sell them. So this is called like a sales funnel. As you can see,
Mhm.
like it goes from a huge bunch of people to like just a few. uh, but yeah, that's how it works. And like every single person into the ecosystem contributes to it. So even if you don't buy a session, it's still like beneficial for the business model. So yeah, that's pretty much it. How it works.
Amazing, man. And you don't only like coach individual players. Like there was like in one of the platforms when we publicized this talk that we're gonna have. Okay, like a coach from Old Dominion, you know, like said
Yeah.
like Juan is like the goat. You know, he really made us, you know, like advance in Rocket League. So like, how did you get into coaching collegiate teams while you were in Argentina before even coming here? Yeah.
Well, that was like once again being at the right in the right place at the right time. Like I was already coaching at Metafy, and like
Mhm.
there it came like a huge wave of colleges into Metafy looking for coaches that didn't charge really expensive. And also they gave like a good like a good service. And Old Dominion contacted me. Actually, it was Byron, like his esports manager. Um, and yeah, he just talked to me. We made like I think it was like just one or two like sessions just to get to know me, get to know my coaching. They liked it, and we stick together for I think it was like almost 2 years that I was coaching that university. I to be honest, I never really saw it like as my main project. Always like it was like more like a side project, but still like uh, they got a huge benefit out of that coaching. I think we went like from being like 9, 10 in the leagues to always be like a contender for the title. Like we even won a couple of them. We built like a really strong team. We went from like a team which was like GC1 to SSL 1900 2K. So yeah, it was a really beautiful process in that sense.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Yeah. And like currently, like this year, what would you say it's like one of your main objectives? It can be academic or like coaching wise, but like what do you want to accomplish this year?
Well, academic wise, I'm trying to get like the best degrees that I can. Uh, to be honest, like I'm like doing really good. I'm getting like I'm staying like between A minus like zone, so that's pretty good. So that
Mhm.
was like that is my main objective, like studying. Um, but also like coaching wise, first of all, winning a LAN. That would be amazing. I want to lift a trophy again. Like last time that I lifted a trophy, I think it was like in 2021, 2022 in Argentina, and that feeling is great. And being on the stage with all the people, lifting trophy with your teammates. So that would be like the first one, which our first chance will be this next weekend. So not this one, but the next one. We'll fly to Kentucky to play a LAN. The other contender for the title is Northwood, which is going to be like a really close series. We haven't played them yesterday. We lost 4-3, so yeah, it's up there. Um, that would be like one of my goals. The other one was to win a CRL event, which
Mhm.
we have another chance to like play the championship 1 week after Kentucky. So those 2 weeks are going to be interesting, definitely. Uh, but at least like even just like getting a top four would be like a result that I will be happy of. Which is like just winning a series, to be honest. I think we're playing St. Clair, I think, which is
Yeah.
a team like we're playing the top two. We're like seed seven. St. Clair is a team that we can like beat. I mean, we beat them once. They are a really strong team, though. They even like won the last main event, CRL event. So yeah, those would be like the three. And then, well, at the end of the semester, around April, we have Texas Land, which will be playing two tournaments, if I'm not mistaken. I think maybe three. So at least winning one of those, is going to be the thing. I mean, our main objective, from what Aaron said, our esports director, is to win, um, the like the big event at Texas. Uh, so yeah, that's like our team goal, if you wanna collect that.
That's amazing. You guys go by plane, or do you guys rent a big bus and just like do the 20 something hours?
Oh, why?
Like, are you gonna go? Are you guys gonna go by plane to
Yeah,
Texas?
yeah. We're going to fly enough. We gotta go by car. We'll arrive like next year. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, no. Amazing, man. And just to wrap it up, man, like, what is one advice that you would give, those player, coach, student that want to start, creating their own personal brand and in the near future, monetize it like you with a product or a service? What is one
Well,
advice?
three tips that I can give is first one, and just start, just start, just start posting like whatever it is, and you will see if it works or not. That's the thing, because you gotta find your niche, your personality, your like imagery. So like the colors of the brand, like the tone of the brand. Obviously, if you know a bit of marketing, you can have a better start. But still, like, don't be afraid of starting. And even if that doesn't go well, you can always just delete the channel and start a new one with all the knowledge from that previous channel, which is like really, really valuable. Um, Second one is to study, not necessarily just like driving a book and reading. What I mean with studying is reading things online, watching videos online. Not only that videos that teach you, but also when you watch other videos, try to analyze why are those videos captivating you. Basically, okay, that's what I do when I watch reels and I see myself like watching a reel that I see twice. I would say, okay, why? Why am I like stuck in this video? And that's what you should try to go for. Um, and third tip is just to learn to, like, if you have the chance to invest into the project, if you really want it to succeed, investing into it is a thing that you should do. It's going to boost your, I mean, it's going to shorten the time that you will find success. Definitely, like having people working with you, like good people, people that it's compromised with the project. It's definitely the way to go. For example, even though Catcher is my friend, I pay him even though like the channel is making $0. Okay, so like the YouTube revenue is like zero. right now, but I still pay him obviously with what I earn from coaching sessions. Now I'm investing into a second editor as well. Like after this meeting, I have another meeting with this editor so we can talk about it. And that's how you start developing your brand. So being able to have a team with you is going to be much better than trying to manage everything by yourself. Because if you try to manage everything by yourself, you won't have headspace to do everything good. It's really hard, really stressing, and you might be able to do it like for 6 months, and then you will just get burned out. And if you didn't succeed for those first 6 months, you won't achieve anything. So those 6 months would be kind of worthless. So being able to invest, don't be afraid of investing.
Yeah, because I mean, you at the beginning you have to do it everything yourself, but then yeah, if you want to buy time to do other things, like you mentioned,
Yeah,
like other priorities that actually monetize or that make the real change, you have to pay
yeah.
someone for that. So yeah,
Obviously, I mean, you can start doing things by yourself for the first 3 months, I would say,
yeah,
to start, to get the idea polished. Also, do a lot of thinking about it. Like, you don't need to be working actually into the thing, just like putting thought into it also like makes you progress. But after you get to a certain point that you actually know what you're going to do, and you start like trying to post like consistently, and you already have like a plan, like a posting schedule, that's when you should start thinking about getting somebody that makes the things for you and takes care of the things that takes you the most amount of time, that you don't need to be doing that. For example, for me, it's like worthless to be editing because I have a fair idea on how to edit. I know how to use Premiere, After Effects, Sony Vegas, but I am not an editor, and like editing takes a lot of time. So I just leave it to Katra, who is like amazing at that. He likes it. He has like way better ideas than me. He has like a way better knowledge about the programs and how to do things into it. And that's how we work. And I spend my time thinking about new ideas for videos, making connections, building the public image outside of it, or like, for example, or Metafy website. Okay, my Metafy page. All those designs are made by Katra, but all the thinking behind it's made by me. So you have time for building those ideas, and you have somebody to build those ideas into reality for you. So it balances out way better that way. So one is the creative, the other one is the one who executes.
yeah, amazing, man. Yeah, no joke. Send me the contact of the editor because like now Orna is like sometimes doesn't have enough time and he has to focus on the strategy. So like send me
Yeah,
his contact. I want to contact him. Yeah.
yeah.
So aside from this, like is there anything that we missed before we wrap up that you would have loved me to mention?
I mean, not really. The only thing that I wanted to say to the public is just to do it. Oh, so there is a question
Yeah.
on the Twitter post. So maybe I should answer that question as well.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't know if you want to first ask me that
Yeah.
question and then I make like a conclusion.
Yeah. I mean, like, what is the no? I mean, what
Yeah,
is it to question? Because I can't see it.
yeah. Let me check. Uh, Yeah, so here Chris asked, what are the different things that coaches look for in students to get a better scholarship? Like, is when a high school state title for Rocket League significant in getting a better scholarship? My answer to this question is like, it depends. It depends on the goal of the school that you're going to attend to. Maybe you might be able to get like small scholarship for winning a state title, like a high school state title, but usually schools have a standard to get players that at least can compete at RLCS level around like, for example, for an A would be like around top 32, maybe top 64. But outside that range, it's pretty hard that you get a scholarship for participating into CRL. Uh, I'm saying this based on all the teams that are in CRL. Like, if you really want to know, like, which are the requirements to get into CRL and get a fair scholarship, just at least a little bit, I would recommend to just like go to Wikipedia. You just click on CRL, and you just look at the points section, which is like all the teams that gain at least 1 point, and just like look through all those teams and see which are the players that are in there, and that will basically give you an idea of who is getting like a decent scholarship. And also there are other like smaller scholarships. For example, like the B team here has like a smaller scholarship, but still has some sort of scholarship. And for checking that, I would just try to check all those big universities that are into the main events and try to look for like the secondary teams, so you can see like the level. Uh, as I said, like B team has Falls, who has made many RLCS events. Uh, Adam is making consistently top 16 in RLCS, and he's a sub. So the level required to be getting like a good scholarship, it's pretty high, I would say, but it's not
Mhm.
impossible. Like if he won like a state's high school tournament, that basically means that he's at least SSL. So yeah, I think that he's close, but obviously you gotta put a bit more work, especially onto your competitive side. Like being able to put your name out there, just like compete not only at CRL or high school level or whatever. Um, like getting professional experience, it's definitely worth it.
I couldn't have said it better, man. So great response,
Hey,
honey. Thank you so much for your time, man.
no
And
worries.
we stay in touch, man. Okay.
Definitely. Thanks, Ivan.